The following is a Bergen-Fischer Studios podcast.
My secret shame is that I often enjoy reality TV series. The latest one that sucked me in is called Love is Blind, which Netflix describes as, quote, a delightfully unhinged dating show that's pretty self-explanatory. It centers on a group of singles who go on a series of literal blind dates, as in, they're placed in pods where they can't see the person they're chatting with, they can only hear them, end quote. It's basically a televised experiment designed to test the premise that true love can form based on an emotional connection alone. Participants have no idea about each other's physical characteristics, but are put into a situation where they can talk at length about pretty much everything. As I was glued to the TV eating months-old candy canes, I watched the first couple fall in love over the course of 3 days. He proposed and she tearfully and enthusiastically accepted. Meanwhile, I found myself crying tears of joy with a mouthful of half-chewed candy. I know most people don't believe that this sort of thing is possible. I'm not most people. I used to be, though. While my fiancé and I weren't involved in a dramatic televised experiment, we both fell in love quickly and without any physical contact. When I say quickly, I mean literally over the course of a few days. I didn't even know what she looked like until after strong feelings had developed. We were living 12 hours apart and really had no option of dating each other. What we did have was a lot of conversation. We talked and texted from the moment we woke up until we both fell asleep every night. We had nothing to lose by being honest and open with each other, so we both invested heavily in the opportunity to see and be seen by each other on that level. On the TV, the recently engaged couple who's never met is about to see each other in person for the first time. Oh my God. I flashed back to the train station in Portland, waiting for the arrival of this woman who I'd fallen in love with. I remembered the overwhelming flood of emotions, coupled with the crippling anxiety. Would we see each other and fall into each other's arms? Or would we see each other and think, ugh? There was only one way to find out. As I watched the train pull into the station, my eyes began to search frantically for any sign of her. My eyes filled with tears. Is that her? I wondered. It's her. I almost fainted on the spot. On the screen, the couple saw each other. They started moving toward one another, anxious to cross the room in as few steps as possible. In the train station, my eyes met Lexi's. We were determined to cross that room in as few steps as possible. Any doubts that I'd had disappeared as we threw ourselves into each other's arms and kissed each other as though our lives depended on it. I love you, I said. I love you too, and I can't wait to marry you, she replied. That was a little more than a year ago. I desperately love this woman, and I love the life we have together. Is this sort of thing possible? I guess you'll have to take my word for it. Do you have any experience with a love like this? Send me an email. I'd love to hear about it.